Hello, my name is Mandy Garza and I'm going to be doing the new training program for Mercedes ISD. We'll start off with the introduction to the new training program, whose targeted options on training program, budgeting strategies, programs, documents, goals achieved, and of course, feedback. Let's start off with the new training program. This new design is to help and improve the job description and the duties of all employees of Mercedes ISD. Here, we can start off by saying that the programs that we have currently are not really working out for all employees. They're subject to only administrators or teachers who have the trainings. I believe that this needs to be improved and we should focus on all employees of the school district, not just administrators or the superintendent or just teachers. I mean, after all of us do cooperate with students, with teachers, with the community, so everyone deserves to have a proper training, whether it be in their job description or on how to handle other situations that are going around within the school district. Who is targeted? Of course, the board members, administrators, teachers, paraprofessionals, and other employees. Board members because they keep the school together. Administrators, for instance, could be the principals, assistant principals, or CT directors, band directors, any kind of directors like that fall under the category of administrators. You also have teachers, paraprofessionals. Paraprofessionals would be the teacher aides, the clerks, secretaries, anything like that. I put other employees because I believe that even though other employees, maybe like the custodial, yard people, cafeteria ladies, anything like that, still should be required to have a training program available for them. Even though they're not always in contact with students, they still are part of the district and they still deserve some sort of training. Options on training program. We can go from online to one-on-one to group activities to workshops. I recommend the online one because we have various online programs, which I would discuss later on. Online is convenient to most employees, especially the administrators or the teachers or the paraprofessionals, especially since they're always on some sort of schedule that they need to be around the students. So online would be a better program to do. We'll get more into detail with that. One-on-one can be more of a, one face-to-face, maybe with your teachers and administrators together, having some sort of program teaching them the policies, the procedures, protocols, new rules, regulations, new state laws, or new conducts of the way they should be acting around the kids. Group activities, that's more like if you're going to have the training program on campus and rather just doing it individually or just by certain sections, just have the whole campus come together and do group activities. Workshops, you can go, if the principal allows it, the employee can go off campus to a workshop, which is still considered a training because you're still learning something new. You're still learning about something new about your job description, or how to conduct yourself around students, or different ways to help out the community, the students, your fellow co-workers. So workshops are always good to have. Of course, with the new program would come, of course, budgeting. I mean, this is where we would create a budget to have a minimum cost to spend on training programs, especially if they're going to be online. I mean, there's always going to be a fee to pay, especially if you want your employees to know something new or certain updates or anything like that. So we would create the budget, have a minimum cost spent or to no cost. I mean, which is good because there are certain ways that we can go from, like, let's say thousands of dollars being spent to none. And what I mean by that is that you can have, or maybe one of your administrators can create some sort of training that they can later on pass down to the employees of that certain campus or district wide that could somehow give a basic training, whether it be on a job description or whether it be with new laws or updates of certain things, whatever they may think the training needs to be on, that would be a good thing. And that would be no cost because you're going to have one of your employees already showing other employees on how to do that training. But of course, we would need to start off with a budget, seeing how much money we're able to spend. Once that is given, then we can look and do research on who, where, or what can we do in order to find a good, reasonable amount to spend, especially since it's going to be a district-wide training. It would be great to have a budgeting. Different ways that we can strategize in order to get this training program going would be by brainstorming and elaborating or retrieval practices. Have employees brainstorm different ideas on how we can learn new things, not just one person's work, maybe another person's work, in order so we can help each other out. That would be a good way. Elaborating, of course, trying to figure out what way could this training program be beneficial for the district-wide, whether just versus for administrators or superintendent or directors. Next, we got programs and documents. There are several different ways we can handle a training program. When it comes to the school district, there are different ways that we can, let's say, process a program, especially a training program. There's official documents. Documents where you state that you have visited or gone to a training program, and they give you paperwork, like exercises or, just to review. Of course, there's always new software coming up, and that's where we're kind of trying to implement for the new training is new software, advanced technology, and TEA online trainings. There's always TEA online trainings available under the TEA website. So, especially working for a school district, either having the TEA online trainings or the new software or even the advanced technology would be a great way for the training program. Why? Because the TEA online trainings, it's practically a given training for you because TEA is nothing but school related. So having a TEA online training already gives you the benefit of the doubt because you're going to already know what to do, what not to do, how to improve, or what new laws or technology or protocols to do while working at a school. Advanced technology, why? Because technology right now is advancing like crazy, and in order to have the proper technology in a school setting, it's good to know on what kind of technology we're working on or we're working with. So that's why that would be another good program to do. New software. Software within the school district isn't always new, but we are always kept at least updated with the latest software. So at least when it comes to knowing if you have to do a lot of work on the computer, it's good to at least know what kind of software is being available to you, and to be trained in it would be a really good thing. Goals achieved. Of course, for the training program, we have to set goals. We have to accomplish them or not, and how close can we get to those goals if we don't accomplish them. And by goals, I mean once you have attended the training program, it's not only about attending the program, but it's about how your employees are going to retain the information they learned and how they're going to put it to use in the work setting. So it's good to have goals set for them or have them set goals for themselves in order to know, oh, yeah, this training really helped them out, or no, this training didn't help them out. So why keep doing these trainings, or why keep sending them to these kind of trainings? So it's always good to set goals because it gives you some sort of feedback on how your employee or even yourself are doing. And lastly, of course, feedback. It's always good to ask questions. It's always good to get comments or concerns, or even at that, get new ideas on how to do the trainings. Questions, you have questions, your employees have questions. It's always good to have questions because it doesn't only necessarily mean that they're understanding the information that is given to them, but it makes you feel that they're willing to learn the new information that you are giving them. Comments and concerns, because employees are always going to have something to say, whether it be positive or negative. They're always going to have something to say about a training program, either that they don't want to take it, they don't want to do it, they've already done it, what's the purpose of it, if they know what they're doing. But it's good to get that feedback, because even though, yes, the employees may have already taken this sort of training or whatever, it's still good for them to take a training, because of course things are always changing, things are always updating. So it's good to have those comments or concerns. I put new ideas because I believe that if a training is done and an employee or someone else in the district believes that there's a better way or a simpler way to do it, then that's a plus, because it gives you a new idea, a new fresh outlook on how to do a training. So I believe that that's really good. And that's it.